everyone? Hello, 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 hello. Hello! How are we all doing today?
Joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Rudy Rainbow, thanks so much for keeping your sub going, my dude. Hello! Hello! It's been a bit. It has been a bit. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be in the world. It's been a hot minute. It's been a hot minute. God, my hair is like so luscious but so long, it's driving me crazy. Hello, hello. Why don't, okay, let's do this. So, let's go ahead and get the hello queue going. If you're on Twitch and you're a sub, feel free to spam that tic-tac-toe hello emote, or the tic-tac-toe wave, whatever it is. And for everyone else, you could just say hi, but let's get that hello queue going. For anyone that wants to be helloed.
Wretched foul lizard thing joins the red host.
And then let's
Cursed
catch up.
Sotek
It's been a hot. Look at my. I need to get new glasses. These ones are. Chloe sat on them the other day when I was in bed, and you can tell. It's so lovely to see you all. Gomps, thanks so much for keep that Prime sub going. I welcome all simping here. It is very welcome. Thank you for the continued support. So at least my beard looks nice right now. It's doing what it can to hide the the fat right around here. Let's talk about a couple things, because it has been a hot minute since I've been here. Hopefully the stream, for y'all on YouTube, hopefully the stream is like more real time. I actually brought down the latency. So hopefully I will y'all will be able to hear what I'm saying almost as fast as Twitch. I might switch it down to ultra low latency soon. Oh, MMO Addicted, thank you for reminding me. So, a couple quick things before we go through all the hellos. I hope you're all doing well. Happy New Year if you missed the New Year's stream. I haven't streamed for probably, I want to say it's been like a week, maybe a little less than a week. Abnormal, thanks so much for subbing with Twitch Prime. Appreciate the support. Couple things. I've said that like 1,000 times. So, quick updates. Number one, for those of you that care or know, Chloe, my dog, is doing great. She has fully healed. She's awesome. No more tumor in her leg. It got sent off to be tested. It was not cancerous. It was benign. They did a great job. It's all healed up. All the staples are out, and she is walking normally and busy trying to lose weight. So, Chloe's doing awesome.
Wretched foul lizard thing.
Hey, MMO Addicted, thanks so much for gifting 5 subs. I really appreciate it.
Sotek spawn.
Give subs for Chloe. Oh, thank you. I'll be sure to pass that on to her. She's sleeping on the couch a little ways behind me. But,
joins the red host.
Besides that,
I
I have done some more upgrades to my office. I now have sound paneling on this wall. I still need to get some on the ceiling, but the problem with this room is the ceiling is like 9 or 10 feet tall, so I can't reach it. So I've got to get like a step stool or something up here to finish installing the last few panels.
Joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
It's still really loud. Okay, hold on. Let me turn down.
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Hold on, I can fix that. Oops, nope, not that. But yeah, things are, oh wait, no, I need to be on, give me a hot sec. Let me fix this. Just cause that's gonna happen a billion times if I don't fix it. But yeah, Chloe's doing so good. She had a bad limp for a little while cause, it was hurting, but she's off her pain meds now. and is just doing so good. Okay, so let's bring that down to like half that volume.
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Give me a second! Turn off that, and that. Everything else, I think. Nope, that and that. Okay, everything else stays on. Because I don't think the other things happen. Well, no, let's go ahead and we're just gonna bring Throt to heal just a little bit, because he's pretty loud. Nope, not that one. That one. We'll keep the ones that don't happen very often a little louder, but the rest of them we're gonna bring those down, and then I can go to this screen real quick. Go to Twitch alerts, properties, paste. Okay. All right, that should be a little better. All right. Anyway, so okay. Thanks so much. Yuki. Thanks so much for the sub, by the way. Let's go ahead and say hello to everybody, and then we'll get through the rest of our little announcements today. So, hello to... We've got Undertaker, Richard Black Guy, Vatarius, Heretical Heretic, Guy and Merrick, Sorrow Snow, Reedy Rainbow, Bishop of Cheddar, Tyrienthil, thanks so much for the kind words, dude, appreciate it. Living Legend, Razor Dragon Tail, Big Aggie, MMO Addicted, thanks again for the gift subs, my dude, Gomst, Desolated Maggot, Smoghog.
Another wretched.
Oh yeah, that's a lot quieter.
Joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Uyuk. Tell me if I'm saying that wrong.
Another foul lizard thing.
Rathalos, thanks so much for the subbing with Prime, dude, and also big thanks to MMO for another 5 subs. Over on YouTube, we've got, oh my god, so many people are here today. We've got Anthony Bolin, Panda Boy, K Rio, Archmage is here, wonderful. Tylen Dunbar, Chris Lofton, Zacharias is here, Brian. I love the new Seraphon Warband, dude. The new Seraphon Warband is like, it's not perfect, but it's good. I wish it had a Croxagore instead of a Saurus. The Saurus Oathblood feels really out of place in it, but the Skinks are awesome. Hello Gom, Frozen Soul, Thomasek, Johnny Odinson, Conrad, Joachim Schipper, Lord Inquisitor, Peyton Burrows, Subman D, Land of Death and Life, Wiggle Wiggles Bottom, The Hunter, Revzar, Jack Ferris, Orcs, The Wiki 123, Nifty Knight,
I accept your offering for
Marco Gonza, and many others. Anyway, the last few things, I have finished a couple of things that are going to be videos super duper soon. Now that my sound paneling is up, I can finally start recording. So you can expect some pretty interesting content coming out on the channel this week, as well as some major projects coming to fruition this month. Beyond that, we are going to be hitting up a regular streaming schedule again. So we're getting back on track for the new year. So here's how the new streaming schedule is going to work. I will put out like a separate post about it on Discord and Twitter. But essentially what we're going to try is, and you know, it's not going to be perfect because if anyone struggles at having a consistent schedule, it is me. What we're going to try is that I will be getting on early in the mornings, like 8 a.m. CST or Central Standard Time. I will be getting on Twitch to just play video games that are like not Warhammer related, but those will be strictly adhering to like a time schedule. So I'll stream from like 8 to 11, and I'm going to be playing... I think the game I'm going to be starting tomorrow is Horizon Zero Dawn. So I'm going to be playing through Horizon Zero Dawn for the first time. Should be a lot of fun. Immo Addicted, thanks so much for the bits, my dude. Yeah. Oh, you've almost finished your Shadowstalkers. Nice, my dude. Then, from noon to about... on most days, from noon to about 4 p.m. CST, I'm going to be on YouTube and Twitch doing something Warhammer related. Whether it's Underworlds, or Total War, or Vermintide, or any of that stuff. And then, sometimes, not every day, but some days, I will be getting on at night, probably around like 6 p.m. to somewhere in the ballpark of 6 p.m. CST, maybe later, to do painting streams. So like tonight we're going to do a painting stream. That'll start somewhere in that ballpark. So and that'll just be Monday through Fridays. Well, I don't know. We might do weekends too, but right now let's just say Monday through Friday. Hopefully that'll be enough to like keep people interested and occupied while still giving me enough personal time to work on videos and all that crap. MMO Addicted, yeah, I have found some good stuff. I actually had their anniversary on the wrong day because I could have sworn they told me it was on the 6th, but it was actually on the 17th. But yeah, there's a good wine place near me that does a lot of like imports and stuff. Nifty Knight, random question, but which Bone Ripper is the Bone Ripper? Best Bone Ripper. Personally, I think the best one is Bone Ripper 13, the last one. But there is a lot to be said for the 12th Bone Ripper, the mechanical monstrosity, which was basically the first Storm Fiend. Cool monster. As for what we're going to be doing today, I was actually thinking of doing some like quick battles and playing some multiplayer and just kind of like chatting. I'm not, we might hop into campaign a little later, like maybe we'll do like Sisters of Twilight to check out the new patch. MMO Addicted, my lord, dude.
Joins the red host.
You are busy today. Keep careful with your money. Thank you for gifting a sub to Gray, I appreciate it. Real quick, I don't know if anybody in chat knows this. Do y'all know, are most people playing multiplayer on the new patch, or are they not on the new patch? Does anyone know? No, Ravesar, you're thinking of a bone grinder. Quick question, is there a chance the Who Would Win series will come back? Yes. Well, there's not a chance, it is going to come back soon. Krizomi, thanks so much for using your Twitch Prime sub here.
Joins the red host. Cursed Sotex.
Most people are on the beta. The new patch is the base patch now. Isn't there a beta going right now, or is it over? Is the beta over? The beta's over. Oh, okay. Hold on. I need to turn off my game and go to live. Wow, that shows you it's been a minute. It's been a hot minute. Okay. So let me go to my properties and turn off my beta. Betas, I want to be no beta. I'm surprised it didn't auto update to base. Okay, there we go. Cool. All right, let's do some quick battles. This will be fun. Or horrible. It could easily be horrible. But yeah, it's good to be back. I'm sorry. I kind of just I just had to take some time off. With everything that's kind of going on in the U.S. right now, I was just kind of like and there was some family stuff going on. So I had to I kind of took some time to work on stuff. Are you allowed to request factions? You are absolutely allowed to request factions. There's also a fun fact. I actually will be getting my first shot for the COVID vaccine. The Moderna vaccine later this week, which is going to be pretty weird. Or pretty exciting. But also, I hear it hurts. I know a few people have had it. What was that? What alert was that? That was a weird noise. Wait, did I log out of Streamlabs like a dipshit? Yes, I did. Okay, thank you, music. You can go away now. Log in, YouTube. That person, that person. The great purpose. Also, thanks for all the bits, dudes. Oh, Awahi, thanks so much for the tip, by the way. The Chloe treat fund. Chloe does not need more treats. Chloe is losing weight. Am I up for the new world tournament? Johnny, so I am involved. I'll be doing some videos about it this week. Okay, so we're gonna let's get started. I'm gonna real quick. I'm going to add a picture real quick. Image. Because I need a screen blocker. Just in case people are trying to stream snipe me. So let's do... What's a good picture that I have just like ready to go? Oh, here, let's use the newest picture I got of my Stegodon that Palooka's working on. Yes! Oh god, it's too big. It's too big! Oh god! Fit to screen! Thank you. Oh my gosh. Look at that! Isn't that gorgeous? So this is the Stegodon that Palooka, that's gonna be this is the mount for my Teheniwan Engine of the Gods model that he's working on right now. So this will block my army when the time comes. So I'm gonna make it wider. Oh, it's not going any wider. That's a problem. Okay, well, enjoy the image, but I guess I can't use the... Well, this might be wide enough to block my army. I think it is. Have I... You suck at multiplayer, so you want to live vicariously through me? I have not played multiplayer in a super long time. So, there's a good chance that I'm going to be terrible, but that's okay. I really want to get back into playing again, and I also want to bring back my tournament, but greatly expand how many people participate, so I'll probably be offering prizes. That reminds me, I need to hand out prizes first. Mixu? Okay, so let's start with Lizardmen today. There we go. Yep, that'll work as a screen blocker. Perfect. Okay, so... God, I'm gonna see if my... See, we're fighting against Beastmen, maybe? No, he's playing Greenskins. Greenskins, okay. Let's see here. I'm gonna try and run a classic build that I really, really like. I don't know if it's gonna work against Greenskins, but I'll try it. Trying to think what I need to, like, watch out for. Like, there's probably gonna be Wolf Riders. So maybe... And, like... So let's bring some Skirmish. Can we see the mouse? Oh, we can see the mouse. Oh, that's fine. I don't care. If somebody is that, like, Wait, is there a way to hide my mouse? Can I do that here on, I think it's on General? Hide cursor. Is that it? Apply. Can you see my mouse now? Oh god, he readied up. I have to hurry. Oh my gosh, I haven't played in so long. Hold on, I have to focus. Okay, I need some infantry. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Just grab that, I guess. I don't know. Sure. Oh jeez. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be really bad. Okay, I will get a new image. Storm Demon. Ah, well, this will be fun. What is that model of? That is a Stegodon for my Tehinwin model that Palooka's working on. Why can I not? Okay, there we go. Weird. All right. This army's probably gonna get absolutely destroyed. What I probably need to do is like sit down and like make lists or like make some armies before I run in. That way, if someone's just like, I'm ready, I could like not panic and die horribly. So we have 2 solar engines. I've got a little bit of an air force. Well, no, I've got a massive air force actually. To try and like snipe out characters. Though we do have some Kroxigors to maybe handle Black Orcs. We're going to be relying heavily on our solar engines, which I should have looked at the map. But, you know, whatever, we're here now. I also should have a Skink Chief, but I don't. Spread these out just a little bit more. Oh no, I'm not anxious. I'm just very aware of what's about to happen to my face. And it's about to get smashed. What's your view up here? Not great. I wonder if I should go heavy on one side instead of trying to split. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go heavy on one side instead of trying to split the center. That'll give me a bit more of a... Man, my like mouse is all messed up. Alright, here we go. We want to go out much wider. Look for any really juicy targets. I see some Orc Error Boys. Who's this Lord? Scarsnake? Okay. Scarsnake's pretty easy to goon out. In fact, I can just start... He's not really protecting him, so I'm just going to go ahead and start, like, hitting him with stuff. Those the rusty errors? They are. So we're just going to start taking pot shots at Scarsnake. Let's see if he's paying attention or not. I want to try and get a drop rocks on the rusty errors. Oh god, if we can catch them as they're going through the Crimson Killas. Not bad. I should be able to get some pretty easy free pot shots here and there. go ahead and dive in on the rusty errors here. Those are orc boys, not biggins. Okay, I've gotten like a whole bunch of archers, so that's nice. Let's focus the dooodlerok. Let's bring these guys over this way. I want to dive in on these so that I can get to hit one out of here. Not too worried about that. They'll despawn at some point. Oh god, the wall. Not sure what exactly I'm going to do about the Arachnarok just yet. I'm going to have to think about that one. Okay, hopefully we can shatter those archers pretty soon. I really wish I had the Colossodon Hunters. Okay, we're gonna just go all in on Skarsnik here. Good job, the Kroxgors. Still trying to get rid of those archers. That's fine. If he wants to sacrifice his cav, he can. So far, so good. Let me bring these skinks up, see if I can get rid of all these stupid spiders. Okay, let's bring the Kroxgors over here, see if we can give to anyone some... Ooh, this is gonna hurt. I need to get to anyone out. Come on, run, 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 run. Get me, Skarsnik. Alright, Skarsnik's getting pretty low. Okay, good. So Skarsnik's broken, so now we're gonna focus the River Troll Hag. Greenskins are very leadership reliant. So if we can get rid of their leadership, they should start to fall apart. Let's bring you back over. Man, I swear to God, these archers are just like unbreakable. Start firing. Keep firing. Okay, River Troll Hag's dealt with. Okay, I'm gonna worry about those. Let's go, 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 go. So far, so good. Balance of power is still pretty even. I want to get my Bastiladon to pull back a bit. Hopefully I can get a good drop of rocks over here. We're just going to keep harassing the spider. Okay, we need the Kroxgors on the Crimson Killas. Somebody kill him! The spider summons are so annoying. So we can clear off these riders. Okay, Crimson Killas are just about broken. Come on, break them. I want you on him. Why is killing Skarsnik, like, proving to be impossible? Whatever, we'll just chase them off the battlefield, it's fine. Let's get these rippers out of here. Okay, Skarsnik should run off the battlefield. Okay, Skarsnik's gone. And now I've got his, I've got his last leader here. Okay, let's just surround the Arachnarok. To me! To me! Yeah, we're just gonna whop on this thing. Get some crows. See if I can get a rear charge here. There we go. He's broken. Nice. All right, that's game. Yay! We won. Lucky for me, our opponent had a really hard time. Our opponent had a really hard time remembering to bring his troops back into battle. That was a little rough. That was a little rough. Our opponent was definitely. I would have a lot of advice for him. I think he had a much better build than I did, but he definitely struggled with his micro. Oh, I can't see the. I thought you were supposed to be able to see like how much money everybody did. Why is that not a thing? Is that not a thing in quick battles? Or what is Lizardmen crime and punishment like? Lizardmen do not have a system of crime and punishment. Lizardmen do not have like. In order to have a like, the only reason crime and punishment exists is generally to incentivize people to follow a set of rules and to deal with those who go outside of those limits. But Lizardmen don't have that as an issue. Hover over the numbers. Ah, thank you.
Another wretched foul lizard thing.
Hey, Comforteer, thanks for keeping yourself going, dude.
Cursed Sotek spawn.
So let's see. Teheniwan did not get his money's worth, but Teheniwan spent a lot of time just chasing characters off the field. I was surprised how long it took to get rid of, like, Skarsnik. Wow, Skarsnik got more value than Teheniwan did, just because I kept trying to, like, kill him with stuff. But he also did take down one of my Bastildons by spamming him with his ability. What does the Anvil of Doom actually do in the lore? So, in the lore, Anvils of Doom are like the super rare but powerful, super crazy heavy things. And basically, they're wheeled to a battlefield and they're like installed. So, like, you put them on the ground on this big dais, whatever. And what a Rune Lord does is he takes out runes and he hits them with a hammer and it causes magic to go off. But what an Anvil of Doom does in what it's supposed to do is first of all, it's the only way to use rune magic generally. So like casting rune spells is not something runesmiths can do like they do in Total War Warhammer. That's usually only something Anvils of Doom can do, but Anvils of Doom are like super long range magical artillery is what they were designed to do. So like a Rune Lord would hit a rune and a lot of the time they would cause like tremendous damage across the battlefield. While also awakening like the runes and the armor of their allies to buff them. The Total War Warhammer rune system, like in battle, like the Runesmith and the Rune Lord's runes and the Anvil of Doom are way weird. Like they're not working the way they're supposed to be working, and you can tell because they're really, really struggling. Like they're really boring to use because CA did not. They were, you know, they suffered from being in the first game. The first game did not try very hard to make things interesting because it was just like there was so much going on. But see, these swords did not. These were the swords that fought the Crimson Kill, as you can tell, because they got absolutely walloped. These two did okay. This one actually got its value. Did 10,000 damage just fighting goblins the whole time. Oh, there it is. The Ripperdactyls. 1,500 gold of value on this Ripperdactyl unit. That's great. Crocscore's got 800 gold. Pterodon's got a little bit. Yeah, the gold was pretty evenly spread across my army. Though it looks like these Ripperdactyls were kind of the big players. Meanwhile, Scarsnake got a surprising amount of value. River Trollhag did okay. The Orcs did okay. Crimson Killers did well, but they didn't get their money's worth. The Archer, we completely shut down the Archer line, which was great. That's the only reason we won that fight, is because we shut down the Archers. And the Arachnoid Queen did super duper well. Cool. You want to see Throt or Vlad next? Yeah, we can try and get a Vlad game. How am I doing in this troubled time? I'm doing all right. I'm doing well. I cannot complain, honestly. I'm doing well. I did get word that some of my extended family is quite ill because they got COVID, but to be frank, they were being really stupid. They decided to have a New Year's party. They were like, "Oh, we'll just have a..." Like, they're kind of, you know, they're a little Professor Pone. Oh my gosh, the greatest betrayal. How could you, Pone? I thought we were friends. Well, okay, I can't do any of the builds I just talked about. I have to do something different, because otherwise he's gonna know what I'm taking. Let's see. He's gonna take High Elves. What should we take? What should we take? What should we take? What should we take? I'm kind of feeling... He's gonna go High Elves. I'm thinking... Does anybody call to me? Play Dark Elves. Let's try Dark Elves. Living Legend, how do I feel about the deal with Arch getting his channel deleted? I don't care. I don't care. Like, that is beneath my level of I cannot bring myself to give a shit, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Sorry if that's not particularly interesting. It's just like whatever. I'm sure he'll be back. Alright, so let's get a army to get... I'm not feeling that lore. Let's run this lore. And then let's do... Man, it's been so long since I've played, like, my brain's trying to be like, what even, like, works nowadays? Do that. Maybe we could run a unit of those. Well, from what I've heard, it sounds like Arch may have fell for like a little... I don't know the details, because, like I said, I don't care. But like, it sounds like he got fished by somebody. Like, he got tricked into giving away his information, and someone used that to basically get into his channel and delete it. Which, I don't encourage that kind of stuff, but, like I said, I can't bring myself to give a shit. See, somebody in chat wants to see that, so I'll bring it. See if I can make that work. How many orcs would it take to kill a Saurus? Generally, like 2 or 3. God, I hate when you have, like, a substantial amount of money left over. Like, it's like, yeah, I can upgrade a unit, but I also feel like I should be doing something else with it. Here, bring that spell instead. And then I can upgrade this unit. Oh, 0 spend! I win. That being said, we probably shouldn't talk about it, like, because it's just empty, like, it's just empty speculation at this point. I'm sure details will come out at some point. Zyre for Hire recently started watching your YouTube. Oh, thank you, dude. I really appreciate the nice words, Zyre for Hire. Glad you're enjoying the channel and stuff. Alright, somebody in chat wanted this thing, so I brought it. Even though I don't think it's going to work spectacularly well in this build. Okay, he's got less people than I do. Which means that my bid on going mostly anti-large was wise. I feel like I should have brought a bolt thrower to, like, force the fight. But I think we'll be okay. I brought Malice, because I really like Malice. We've got some Witch Elves to try and catch anything, if we're really, really lucky. We've got some upgraded Cold One Knights. Got some... I should have given them crossbows now I think about it. We've got some Dark Riders to chase off units, because I think that is one of the most important facets of the game that people like to just not do, is chasing off enemy units. There's nothing that, like makes me go, ah, when I'm watching a game more than, like, an enemy being broken and, like, nobody pursues them off. Drives me nuts. Okay. So let's do... So he's got White Lions, Aurelian Reavers, Fireborn,
Another
Dragon
wretched
Princes.
foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Okay, so I think we want to get pretty aggressive pretty quick.
Token trinket to give to Throt. Yes, yes. Good, good. I accept your offering for Molder Clan.
See if I can get him here. Nope, he's pulling back. Okay, I definitely want my Corsairs on this side. Halberds can go here. Spears can go over this way. Archers shoot into that. Dark Riders pull over here. You pull over here. You pull forward. You go there. We can kind of use the Chill of Sontar to, like... It's a life wizard? Okay, well, suck on this. Hurry up and shoot! Hurry up and shoot! Good volley. Who's that? Emmerich? I'm just gonna throw all the spells on the Fireborn.
Another wretched, foul lizard thing joins the red host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Okay, Fireborn are dead. We got them with a lot of really good spells. They should be able to chase off that unit. Let's bring you two over here. We've got, yep, yeah, good catch. Good catch. That was a great catch. We got a ton of units. Okay, Emmerich's gonna get away for a little bit, but that's alright. It's not a huge deal. Oh, they actually beat back our Dark Riders. That's a bummer. Want you to pull back. Okay, he does still have a healing wizard, which is a bummer. Let's get Chill of Sontar lined up. Beautiful. Okay, so we can send in the Chill Sontar over here. Malekith is going to break these guys. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Need to try... I need to try and catch out Emmerich here. I totally forgot about my knights. That's okay. That just actually gives me a lot of knights for the late game. Okay, these archers are all going to die. That's fine. I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, we want to try and bully these guys into a particular part of the battlefield. Can I hit him from here? Not quite. Okay. See, we've gotten most, if not all, of his melee forces down, which is good. See if I can... My sorceress has pretty much done her job. I'm not really worried if she dies at this point. Let's bring you guys around this way. Good thing the Witch Elves are fast.
You bring token trinket to give to Throt. Yes, yes. Good, good. I accept your offering for Molder Clan.
Okay, we got a well, we got awesome breath attacks with the Chill of Sontar right then. All right, so everybody on Emmerich, go ahead and pop that to lower his melee defense. He's not getting out. Emmerich's not going anywhere. Do I think we'll get another legendary lore for the Empire, and if so, who? Yeah, I think we're absolutely going to get some more legendary lores for the Lizardmen. It's probably going to be, or for the Empire. I think it's probably going to be Kurt Helborg is the next one. I think we're going to get Kurt Helborg for the Empire. And I also think there's a really high chance we'll get Magistrix Elspeth von Draken, as much as I don't like her. Alright, so that was a great game. Thanks, Pone, for the match. It was fun. Looking at the value left over, we got a ton of value with Malice. Hot damn. Malice did great. And the nice thing is we managed to avoid popping Zarkan. The Sorceress of Death got really, really good value on that Wombo combo right in the beginning. We got that 1-2 slam with the... actually, it was a 1-2-3 slam. We got him with the Fate of Buna, followed by Spirit Leech, followed by Chill of Sontar. Chill of Sontar got a ton of value. 27-14, 16-17 for the Sorceress. The Spearmen did their job, didn't get a lot of value, but they held the line. I actually got pretty good value on the Blackguard Corsair, especially this unit. They got their money's worth. Witch Elves got 773. Blackguard got 1480. Hot damn. Archers did okay. Dark Riders got nothing, but neither did the Cold One Knights, but I forgot about my Cold One Knights. Yeah, that was a good game. That was fun. Fangs out. No, we actually did not get any snow. I think we got a little bit of snow, but it didn't stick. Weirdly, it like went around us. Do I think Archaon will get reworked / updated for Game 3? I think Archaon might get like a little buffed and might have like a little bit of extra goodies to interact with the other Chaos factions, but I don't think he's gonna like fundamentally change. MMO Addicted. No, I hadn't heard that. That's awesome. I threw money. Also, any chance of a Rapunzel battle? Yeah, sure, we could do Rapunzel. Let's see. Hello, God. Love watching you battles among pretty much everything you ever do. Oh, well, I appreciate that. Thank you for the nice words, my dude. See if we can find another match. Wow, it is like popping instantly. Sure, we can get a Rapunzel game in. Okay, let me put up a blocker just in case. And then switch to Bretonnia. I have not played Bretonnia in a really long time. Is Rapunzel even good? I don't even know. That's pretty good. That's pretty... yeah. Oh, he's playing Chaos? Oh, this will be a whole thing. Oh, gosh, he's playing Chaos. Okay. So let's go... Well, we need a wizard. Don't need that. And then we could bring... Chaos. I'm trying to think what all, like, the most major threats are. Oh god, he is, like, ready to go. Okay. And then let me grab some peasants. Just to hold, kind of hold the... Actually, you know what? We need a lot of foot squires. Foot squires, give me some archers. Then give me some knights. Give me... I actually think 2 trebuchets will work out nicely. I don't like Grail Knights, so let me give some Knights of the Realm. And then maybe the Beast Slayers. Okay, that'll work, I guess. Okay, if he goes really heavy on warriors, I think we're gonna do great. If he goes really monster heavy, we're probably boned. Too bad, Hallogam, I'm doing it now. Got any Ludwig Schwarzhelm lore? Dude, Ludwig Schwarzhelm is a badass. I did do a video on him when I did Heroes of Legend for the Empire. Like, I have a Heroes of Legend series that does every single race that's in the game and talking about like all the potential legendary heroes, and Ludwig Schwarzhelm was one of them for the Empire. Probably the most badass thing about him is, despite the fact that he's literally like an old man. Like, I think Ludwig Schwarzhelm is at least in his 60s. by like the modern age, like or by the end times, and he's literally the second. He's the best duelist in the Empire, right behind Kurt Helborg. And him and Kurt Helborg were tied, but Helborg broke the tie. They also have a really fantastic set of books called The Swords of the Emperor together, which is, I don't want to spoil anything about it because it's one of those books that is like insane if you have not read it before. It is like such a good story. Why can I not click my mouse? Click, click, click. Okay, I guess I need to buy a new mouse soon. Because I can't, like, adjust the angle. What's the... Does anybody know what the hotkey is to, like, move the camera up and down? Ooh, this is really nice. Actually, this pit actually gives me, like, a natural border. Can I hide them? I would like to hide them. Come on, game, let me hide them. No? Okay, fine. Maybe over here? No. X. Ah, C! That's what I wanted, thank you.
You bring a token trinket to give to Throt, yes, yes? Good, good. I accept your offering for Mulder Clan.
Okay, let's move over to this side of this pit. Ooh, that is... It's a very fast army. A lot of marauders, chariots, and a buttload of dragon ogres. Who's leading this army? Archaon? Okay. The good news is, though, I should be able to get some good volleys on him pretty quick. Move our squires up to about here. If I can get inside this little, like, pit... Put all of our archers into the dragon ogres. He's just throwing Archaon in there, huh? Okay, I want Raponce over here.
Spearmen at arms! In Bretonia's name! Withdraw! Quick, now! Attack!
So we can get rid of these dogs.
Destroy them! My lady brought me your sight.
Bretonians, attack! Righteous fury! Holding steady!
Okay, Archaon's getting whooped on. We've got the dragon ogres surrounded. We're gonna bring our knights back.
Ready for battle!
Hey! Command me!
And we're trying to get the dragon ogres. Having a little bit of a hard time with it.
Fires! For the Grail!
He didn't take any magic. That's wild. Those foot squires healthy if we can. Okay, Paladin could deal with Arcan. I need Reponse. And 3 units of Dragon Ogres is pretty spooky. The Beast Slayers are like just kicking ass and taking names. I mean, they could do that fight for all day. Okay, good. Okay, we've got rid of the dogs. The foot squires are gonna win that pretty easy. I'm pretty sure we've got this. Like, really, we're good. Okay, questing knights, chase those dragon ogres off. Reponse, let's dive into these assholes. Actually, maybe let's not. Ooh.
Come on, lads!
I will go!
Field's trebuchet! Doing our duty!
Nope, nope, that's not what I wanted.
Obey. We serve!
Come back!
Righteous fury! For the lady! Run!
For justice! It is finished! By the lady! The lady awaits!
Spearmen at arms!
For victory! Both ways!
Give me that physical resistance.
Power of light!
Squires! For the lady! Run them through! We fight for Bretonnia! By the lady! Withdraw!
What? Like how it keeps trying to be like, oh, you've got a message. And it's like, I don't see it.
Repulse to the amaze! In the light of the lady!
Field's trebuchet! Doing your bidding! Hastily!
Alright, that's army losses. GG! Oh, beep boops! There was a legend raid! Hello! Hello! Welcome everyone for Legend stream. Good lord. Legend said I'm doing giveaways? That is not correct. I am not doing giveaways right now. I will be doing giveaways in the near future, but not at this moment. Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. I hope you all had a lovely stream. I hope Legend had a good time, whatever he was doing. Alright, let's look at value. Raponce got 1455, not bad. This damsel did her job. We got 1329 on the Paladin. Like, all he did was, like, slap Arcan in the face a whole bunch. Nothing on the Spears, but they did their job. 544, 468. Wow, yeah, the Foot Squires did not get their money's worth. Beast Slayers did good. Though still didn't get a ton of money. Legend, I did not say that. Chat, are y'all trying to pull a bamboozle? These knights got their money's worth. Knights of the Realm. Wow, yeah. Champions of Quinel's kick-ass job, 1532. And Trebuchets did not do their job, but they at least forced my opponent close to me. The Dragon Ogres definitely did well. The Dragon Ogre trio was super duper nasty. Chariots did pretty good. They got a lot of kills on my Foot Squires. And then the Marauders, of course, just kind of got washed away. That's 3 for 3 somehow. my builds are like super all over the place. When's the Q&A going? There will be all the video series everyone's waiting on should be coming out this month. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff coming out there soon. I actually have I have a video I'm going to be recording today that's going to be about Warhammer the Old World and all of the, like, what all the races are up to and stuff, because we kind of talked about it on stream, but I did all my research and got a bunch of stuff like that. Do I have a video explaining Age of Sigmar? Kind of. I talk about it on... I've talked about it on stream a decent amount, but I do have a couple of videos on it. I don't know if I have a playlist, but I know I have a video that's like, Where Are They Now? Which is basically going over all of the Warhammer Fantasy races and who they've become in AOS, which you can check that out. And I will have some more AOS content coming soon. I actually just finished reading like a ton of AOS books. Like I think over the last week, I sat down and I read. I read Oaths and Conquest, Legends of the Age of Sigmar, and then I read like a bunch of army books just to get caught up on some stuff. I'm doing a lore giveaway. yeah, the lore's free. YouTube's better than Twitch. I think they both have their merits. I think building a, I think if like, I don't know. I think they both have ups and downs. I do enjoy Twitch. I do enjoy Twitch much more for streaming. YouTube I only stream on because I have a big community here, not because I like it. Who's my favorite faction? I don't think you'll ever guess. It's a big mystery. It's a big mystery. When's the next Q&A coming? Sometime this month. I don't want to give anything more detail than that, because I'll probably miss it. When's the next ROR stream? Pretty soon. We're probably gonna dedicate a day to ROR. I'm thinking either Wednesdays or Thursdays will be like dedicated to playing Return of Reckoning, so it can have me on a regular basis again. What happened to Morathy in AOS? I heard that she became a god. That just happened. So in AOS, Morathy has basically been, so Cain, the god Cain, like the god, the elf god Cain, god of murder, was just kind of murdered himself. Got destroyed in the end times after he lost a lot of his power with the death of the Avatar of Cain. Khorne, after the world blew up, Khorne basically fought him and ended up tearing him apart. And his heart was later found by Morathy, and Morathy was using his heart to, like, she restarted the cult of Cain, like a religion. And she held on to Cain's heart, so all the people that were worshiping him, she was basically absorbing their power. And what just happened in Broken Realms is that Morathy is now known as Morathy Cain, because Morathy absorbed all the power of Cain from his heart. She also devoured the souls of all of the Phoenix Kings from Warhammer Fantasy, except for Anarion, and some other stuff like that. Oh yeah, if you actually want to know more about AOS, I just did like a 4-hour podcast with a guy called AOS Coach that you can check out on the channel, and it was a lot of fun, and we literally talk about like every single army and getting into the hobby and all that stuff. So in AOS Chaos wins. In AOS, Chaos won for a little bit. So in AOS, there was something called the Age of Chaos, where basically Chaos like swarmed into the realm of AOS, and Chaos won the fight, and the Age of Chaos lasted for 500 years. So Chaos dominated for 500 years, and Age of Sigmar, it starts at the end of the Age of Chaos when all the good guys start pushing. Well, good guys start pushing them back. I thought AOS is a prequel to Warhammer? No. No. Age of Sigmar takes place like tens of thousands, it's not really clear how far away it is, but it's somewhere between like hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, maybe millions. But it's like eons after Fantasy ends. Can I talk about the Beastclaw Raiders lore and why it's dumb in my opinion? Yes, I actually just read their book. The Beastclaws Raiders lore is dumb in my opinion, because the Beastclaws Raider lore doesn't make any sense if you think about it for more than like 5 seconds. Because they're supposed to be an army that has like a culture, and they always like run around and do all this stuff. But they have the Everwinter following them, which is literally like a pseudo-sentient, godlike, terrifying winter that can freeze anything, including like spirits and like supernatural shit. Like it's like the scariest frost winter in existence, and it just follows them around. But supposedly the Beastclaw Raiders like still set up bases and like they still do this thing where like what the ogres supposedly do is they like set up a base and then they like do little circles around it in the pattern of like the Great Maw from fantasy. Except for, so they'll do like a little maw and like kill and eat everything in that circle. And then they'll go home and like party. And then they'll do a bigger circle. And then a bigger circle. And then a bigger circle. So they do that a lot. And like the Beastclaw Raiders are supposed to be a part of that. But that doesn't make any sense when the Everwinter's following them and literally like turns everything behind them into like a frozen abominable hell. Like a frozen wasteland. Like their faction just doesn't make sense. Like the lore for it's just dumb. Like, it's a cool faction, but I also just don't like the Ogre Maw Tribe book that much, because, I can't help it. Like, I have a fantasy point of view on ogres, so to me, like, I see Ogre Kingdoms as one race, whereas in Ogre Maw Tribes, they're very distinctly split up into Beastclaw Raiders, which are mounted ogres, and, like, Yetis, and then Ogre Maw Tribes, which are infantry ogres and, like, war machines. And I don't know. I just it bothers me. But yeah, the Everwinter is probably like one of the weakest things from Warhammer Fantasy. I kind of would like them to change how the Everwinter works at some point. They should have changed it in second. Like they kind of messed with it a little bit in second edition, because they're like, oh, some of the Everwinters got like destroyed by the Necroquake and all this crap. But like I don't know, it's still pretty weak. It's weird. Is the doom of Kavzar how the Skaven were created? Essentially, yes. The doom of Kavzar is like the origin myth of the Skaven, which is mostly true. So like it talks about like the first emergence of the Skaven. I wouldn't say it's like specifically how they were created. There was a couple of things that led up to it, like a bunch of warpstone meteor showers that hit that area. And like all the rats there were like eating warpstone and it started to change them. Stuff like that. Will I do a stream for the new SFO update? Probably not. I might get around to playing it at some point. Greasus versus Nakai in arm wrestling? Probably Greasus. If Malus had taken the Sword of Cain of the Lord, do you think that would have negated Zarkan's hold over him? No. I think that it would have had a really ugly synergy with the two of them, but I imagine that Malus would have still been trapped in his thing. Photographic. I do not have a photographic memory. I have to reference. I have to reference all of my books constantly. Do not. If anybody claims that like, oh, Lord Master Sotek just like knows everything off the top of his head, that's absolute bullshit. The only like I've read a ton of stuff and I forget things all the time. So, like, I have to constantly be double-checking my stuff. Like, anybody who, like, just is like, oh, I know all the lore and I don't have to reference any book is full of crap. What's my favorite piece of info about the Tomb Kings? My favorite thing about the Tomb Kings is that... I think my favorite thing about the Tomb Kings are the Necrotechs. Because the whole idea behind the Necrotechs is that they're all a bunch of, like, super neurotic artists and creators who created statues and buildings and all the tombs and all this stuff that were like achingly beautiful, and when they would create their ultimate prize, they would be ritually mummified and buried under their thing. Or like buried in it. And that was like their big claim to fame. So when they all woke up, the reason they all have the hatred rule in tabletop and the reason they're like so angry is because all of them woke up and the things that they literally died because they were like, it's perfect. And so they got like entombed within it. Everything was like completely fucked up just because of like time and the desert and like raiders and stuff. So they're all just perpetually like, they're basically a bunch of artists who got to fill a museum. And then a bunch of assholes were let loose, like a bunch of children were let loose in the museum with like finger paint and food and like destroyed everything. And all these artists woke up and going back in there and they're like, ah! So now they're just trying to like kill all the children. Like, I love Necrotechs. They're basically just like, if you're a musician or an artist or something, you should understand. Like, the Necrotechs are what you always wanted to do if you're a musician to that person in the audience who keeps coughing or that person that came to a concert, like a classic concert, and brought like their fucking baby and isn't sitting in like the room, like far out. They're like in the room and the baby's crying, or like someone's phone rings and all that shit. It's like the Necrotect is like all of that embodied rage, but he's, you know, allowed to destroy stuff. Since Bretonnia is all Arthurian, is there an equivalent to Merlin? No. There is not a Merlin figure in Bretonnian lore. There is not a good male wizard who's buddies with the king. Also being a like douchebag trickster and stuff. Maybe we'll get one in Warhammer the Old World. That would be cool. But yeah, there is not a Merlin equivalent. I mean, I guess the Fey Enchantress would be, but she is also Morgana, or Morgana, so it's like, Do Bretonnians use gunpowder on their ships? Yes, but not on land. Did I see the new Stormfiends Chaos Robbie made? Not yet, but I'm sure they're amazing. Chaos Robbie does a really, really good job. Has there ever been an orc more dead-ard than Grimgor? No, I don't think so. I think Grimgor is literally the most dead-ard it gets. I would say that Gorfang Rotgut is a close second, and so is Gorbad Ironclaw, but I think Grimgor is the most dead-ard. Is Manfred or Vlad a better commander lore-wise? Vlad. I can't find this Tehiniwan zapping plaque wallpaper anywhere. Well, that's because I own it. it's mine. It's a piece of art I had commissioned. That's why you can't find it. What did Settra do when he invaded Norska? When Settra invaded Norska, he literally landed on like the easternmost point, and he just rampaged all the way west and killed everybody he found. And he used sorcery to basically track down every single coin that Norska took from him and just like obliterated all of them. Have I read Scourge of Fate yet? No. Scourge of Fate's on my list, but I don't own that one yet. What's the deal with Gordrak? I actually haven't got the Auric Warclans book yet. I'm hoping to pick it up maybe today or tomorrow. But the only thing I know about Gordrak really is that, well, we know he's like the big bad of destruction. Like he's like the big king of the situation. But he's basically the new Grimgor, except for they were like, oh, instead of having him on foot, let's put him on like a giant monster, which is awesome. And supposedly his axe, he has 2 axes. Supposedly his axes are Gitsnik, which are Grimgor's axe from Warhammer Fantasy, but split down the middle, so he wields them as 2 different axes. Are Throg or Wulfric in Age of Sigmar? Throg is in Age of Sigmar. He's not playable right now, but we have confirmation that Throg is around. Are there any interspecies hybrids? No. What's can't wait to see Tehiniwan finished? Yeah, you're telling me. What's my favorite old world race? Beastmen. I would say it's a tie between Beastmen and Dwarves. I really like Beastmen and I really like Dwarves. Do you think we'll get Cathay in Warhammer 3? Yes. But it's a personal hope. I don't have any evidence. Didn't Settra lose that battle? No. So Settra was defeated by the Norskins in Kimri. And then 100 years later, he showed up in Norska. I don't know if it was exactly 100 years later. I think it was like a generation later. But like he showed up in Norska a little ways after he regenerated, and he was like pissed. So he did like a full invasion of Norska, and he bodied them. Like Norska just got absolutely, just like you know, 1998 thrown off the cage, or Helltaker thrown off the cage onto a table situation. You know, that man was split in half, so to speak. That man being all of Norska. Let's get another match in. Do the rumors of vampires in AOS have any merit? Yes. They put out a video for 2021 showing off like new models, and one of them looks like a zombie pirate. Like, he's very, very piratey, and he's definitely a giant zombie. Greasus versus Throg arm wrestling? Greasus will beat almost anybody. Greasus is hilariously strong. We're fighting Stream Sniper. Well, you can't snipe me, son. I've got a thing up. Let's do vampire counts. I have not gotten to play Kemmler in a very long time. It's time. Wait, Gorok, are you Stream Sniper? Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, man, Vampire. I'm trying to remember the last time I played Vampire Counts. So we're doing Warpstone Mine. We definitely need some, like, good anti-large firepower. Hey, Samoj! Awesome, dude! Loon Boss on Cave Squig. That's a great model to start with. It's a really fun model. Gloomspike gets... Oh god, he's ready, and I'm not. That's Skaven. Skaven are such like a weird opponent. I guess let's bring that thing, because it's, like, kind of scary. I don't know if I have enough guys, though. I guess that could work. It's kind of a smorgasbord. But hey, maybe I'm really hard to fight right now, because, like, since I don't know what I'm doing, there's no way my opponent can know what I'm doing, right? Isn't that how this works? Well, I guess we're about to find out. Why was Valten able to wield Galmaraz? Anybody can wield Galmaraz, but to, like, wield its true power, you basically have to be, like, you have to believe in, like, you have to have strong faith in Sigmar. But Valten was literally a mortal reincarnation of Sigmar's, like, spirit. Talarian, oh, thanks so much, dude. I appreciate the nice words. Chips Ahoy, I said Loon Boss, not Lewd Boss. Vigario, in the War of Beasts, in the Monsters Arcanum, there's a reference of a horde of sea trolls taking down a vermin lord. Are normal trolls that powerful? I don't find any other reference to sea trolls. Well, you have to remember that trolls can, like, show up in a hilarious myriad of forms. Ha! I bamboozled you, chat! I actually brought Vlad von Karstein. Even though I said I was gonna bring Manfred. Aren't I just the trickiest? I lied to you, chat, and I enjoyed it. I enjoyed lying to all your faces. You can see on the side. Oh, never mind. Shut up. I'm not stupid. You're stupid. Alright, let's get a little organized here. So we've got an air patrol to deal with shenanigans up high. I also did bring a necromancer who's got some buff spells. Vlad's running our invocation though. I don't know where I'm going to put these damn dogs. Maybe I can hide them. I really wish someone from CA would go through the maps and fix them, so that when it's like, oh, you're in forest terrain, I could actually, like, hide. Instead of right now where I, like, you just have to, like, guess and hope that it works out. Okay, there we go. That'll work. That'll work. Hide Vlad the zombies just so he doesn't get shot right at the start. Alright, so the only bad thing about this list is I don't have a ton of anti-large, so if he went like mass molder bullshit, we might have like a slightly hard time. But, you know, we'll see. How many troops does he have? Oh, he's got quite a few. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured he was going to do, is just bring like a ton of range shit. So let's go ahead and get moving. We're going to bring over the Fly Brigade. What are these? These are Jezzails. These are Rattling Guns.
With haste! Necromancer. With haste!
Oh, the corner camp. It's so strong. I wonder if I could catch out Ikit. Ooh.
No!
Vlad von Karstein. For Sylvania.
We got a little bit of damage on him. Not a lot. Just a little bit of breath on him. You duck Vlad into these woods.
Death wing.
Hot second. Until I get my infantry a little closer.
With haste.
Necromancer.
Move up the necromancer to these woods. Have our knights kind of take it easy. Once we get to the infantry line, we'll be able to do some pretty good stuff. Let's see, if I can get behind this terrain over here. Take some cover. Hello. That was rude.
No!
Oh, we found his assassin. So that's fun.
With haste! Arise, legions, arise!
Dude, get out of there. Come on.
No!
What are these?
Yes. Attack!
Yes, awake, minions! Yes, yes!
Attack! By Van Hell!
Okay, we've stabilized.
Winds of
All of the ranged units are pretty much shut down, and our Terrorgeist is still in great shape. He's regenerated back up.
This world is
Vlad's in good health. Ikit is basically on death's door. Yeah, we got this. This is easy peasy. Easy peasy. Let's see if we can lock in Ikit.
rise, rise!
Okay, they're gone. He might get my Necromancer, but I'm honestly not that worried about it.
master of the undead.
Where's that assassin? There he is.
End them!
Yeah, you do that, Cackle.
It is done!
Send my dogs up to that unit.
No one can stop me! Join me!
Yeah, right.
Vlad von Karstein!
Easy peasy. That was a good match. Good GG. Yeah, he had some like he had like a good he wasn't running a claw, he was running a Warlock Master. I actually thought he like ran a decent list, but he wasn't able to micro that, closing off the gaps for my dogs and my Terrorgeist or my Knights to slip through. Vlad, let's look at value here. So Vlad got about 1,100 value. Great. He didn't get his full price, but he also like took 0 damage. I barely he did his job and he kicked a lot of ass. He did great. Necromancer died, but I got off plenty of summons and he was able to get off a lot of good buff spells. Zombies didn't really do anything. That's fine. Skeletons died but held the line. Got pretty good value on the Graveguard, just chopping through stuff. Where was all our value? Did we even get a lot of value? Oh, there it is. Look at that. 2,000 gold value on the Dire Pack. Woohoo! It's because they just mowed down all those rattling guns and Jezzails. And we got about 1,000 on the Terrorgeist. Meanwhile, about 1776. Good year for the Warlock Master. Barely anything for the Assassin. Definitely did not get where he needed to get, I think. Then not a lot of value on all the little things. Rattling guns weren't able to do too much. Jezzails did pretty good. They got their money's worth for the most part. Bird Horde did alright, and then the Warp Lightning Cannon. The Warp Lightning Cannon actually did not do well. I think it just got shut down way too early. Hey, Lizardman, my day's been good. We've been having fun with some multiplayer. We're actually doing surprisingly well. We haven't lost a game yet. I think we're 4 for 4. So, but we can kind of like chat for a minute between matches, just because I know I can't focus on chat that well. In a match. Oh, I saw somebody asked earlier if there would be a painting stream or when the next painting stream is, and it's tonight. The next painting stream is tonight, just FYI. Um, so if you're looking, we're gonna finish the model that we're working on. And I moved the lighting around a little bit, so hopefully we should have better lighting. Gorok, good game, my dude. Okay, so that was you. Good game, man. Gorok, I think you would have been able to. So you fell into a classic trap that I think a lot of people fall for. That you had a big front line, right? So like this of spears, but what you needed, I think, to really help out is you needed some of your spears down here. So like where all of your guns were, I think for that build to work, you're really gonna want like maybe just some Skaven slaves with spears just to hang out right behind them, and their job is just to guard them. Because once I got around the edge of your line, there wasn't really anything in your back line to stop me from just kind of running over everything. Good game though, it was fun. Without plot armor, is Vlad strong enough to defeat Vlad or Archaon or Grimgor? I think Vlad would be a fair fight for Archaon and Grimgor. Favorite gut in Warhammer besides Greases? Grom. Am I dreaming a Sotek multiplayer stream? Yeah, so, that's the other thing I wanted to announce, is that, I forgot to say this. In addition to a regular stream schedule, Mondays are going to be multiplayer Mondays. Multiplayer Mondays. So, every Monday, I'm going to be playing something multiplayer. Whether it's Total War Warhammer multiplayer battles, or Vermintide for like co-op, or like a different game that has like versus modes and stuff. I will be doing multiplayer related things always on Mondays. What do I think of the rogue armies like Vashnar's Conquest and Game? Are they lore friendly? Some of them are, most of them aren't. Like most of them are really goofy or like are missing core components. Vashnar's Conquest makes me the most upset because Vashnar's Conquest is of course based on Vashnar the Tormentor, but for some reason the army is led by a Dark Elf when Vashnar was a Chaos Lord. So like there were Dark Elves in his army, but it's supposed to be a Chaos Lord on a dragon, not a Dark Elf Lord. It bothers the shit out of me. Well, Lizardman, I hope you had a good break, dude. Greases has a supreme gut. It's true. What do I think about the new Mortal Follower Slaanesh models? They're absolutely fucking gorgeous. The new Slaanesh range is so good. Slaanesh is the first god, I think, to have a completed range. I think Tzeentch still needs some elite mortals, like elite Chaos Warrior unit of some sort. Nurgle still needs Pestigors and some kind of like chaff unit, and then Khorne still needs Khorngors. But the yes, I think Slaanesh is like the newest model is absolutely amazing. The Lord of Gluttony. Lord of Gluttony is I would not buy that model because it looks like way too much work, but it's a badass model. What do I think of the new warbands for Seraphon? I'm really, really excited for them. I'm a little disappointed that A, they're Starborn and not Coalesced, and B, I think having a Saurus in it was the wrong decision. I think the Skink warband should have been 4 Skinks and a Kroxigor, not 5 Skinks and a Saurus. I think it should have been 3 regular... I think it should have been a Skink Priest, 2 generic Skinks, a Chameleon Skink, and a Kroxigor. I think that would have been, like, the ideal warband. And then, if they wanted to do Saurus, they could have done an all-Saurus warband later. But I was... that being said, I am absolutely going to buy it, and I'm going to play the shit out of it. I'm excited for them. But the only 2 models in that range, or in the new warband that I think I really would want to put, like, unless the warband itself is really good on tabletop, like AOS, I really would like to use like the Skink Priest and the Chameleon Skink in my armies. But I am disappointed that it's only a single Chameleon Skink because like I want a whole unit of that guy. And instead there's only a single one, which is kind of a bummer. If I could pick one thing for Warhammer, what would it be? What do you mean? When will Total War Warhammer 3 drop? It's going to drop this year. There is no way in hell Warhammer 3 is not going to drop this year. What I think, honestly, and I'm going to make a prediction video for 2021. I'm going to do that because it sounds like fun. What I'm thinking, though, is I think they're going to announce... I think they're going to announce the new Total War Warhammer DLC in March. I think it's going to be the last one, and it's going to be Beastmen. And then I think in either May or June, they're going to announce Total War Warhammer 3 to be released in November. That's what I think. Maybe October. But I actually think that Total War Warhammer 3 is going to have a shorter like announcement to release cycle than the other ones. Like I could see it having a 6 to 9 month, 9 months at most, but I could see it having like a 6-month release from announcement because I think with COVID and everything and the fact that it's been in development for so much longer than the other games, that I feel like by the time they announce it, it's hopefully going to be really close to being done compared to the prior games where they announced them pretty far in advance. Oh, if I could pick something for Warhammer 3, what would it be? I mean, I feel like there's a lot of things that I could guarantee in Warhammer 3. But if I had to pick something I think is not necessarily guaranteed by any means, and I would really want to see it, is Cathay. I really want to see Cathay in Game 3. What do I think about Skaven and the majority of the DLC? Some people at Total War Discord are triggered about it. People are always going to be triggered about something, to be frank. The Skaven definitely came out ahead of everybody else in Total War Warhammer 2. Unless, like, the next DLC is just, like, godlike. But I doubt it. But Skaven, there was just a lot of creativity. And it seems like CA had, like, an easier time with Skaven. I don't know, though. We'll have to see. What'll be the starting races in Game 3? The starting races are probably going to be something like Kislev, Ogre Kingdoms, Demons of Chaos, and Chaos Dwarves. Maybe. I could also see Chaos Dwarves or Ogre Kingdoms being a race pack instead of a launch faction, and then have Cathay as a launch faction. I don't know, though. It just depends. Like Ogre Kingdoms and Chaos Dwarves would be super easy to do as a race pack. I could even see that being a pre-order bonus. Like, Chaos Dwarves is a pre-order bonus, I think is very possible. Because Chaos Dwarves are basically already on the map in Mortal Empires. So I could, and their faction is not the biggest. So, like, filling up a race pack to be equal to, like, Tomb Kings would already be pretty hard. So, like, I think if you gave them a Tomb King-sized race pack, you could do Chaos Dwarves excellent justice. How about Neferata? I think Neferata will appear in Game 3, but Neferata's scared. There's no way we're not getting Neferata. Will there still be updates for Warhammer 1 after Warhammer 2 got... No. So, Friedrich Heckler, whenever a new game comes out, that's like... I would say, think of the new games not as, like, separate games, but as, like, big expansions. So, like, when Game 3 comes out, every single free LC and DLC after that is going to be purely for Game 3, but it will likely include content from the prior two games, but it will only affect the third game. Just like how, if you go back and play Warhammer 1 right now, it's not going to have, like, the Empire free LC update that came with Marcus Wolfhart. It's going to be, like, the Warhammer 1 version of the game. So like once Warhammer 3 comes out, there will not be any more updates for Warhammer 2. Like Warhammer 2 will be done. Yeah, the Demons of Chaos will be the big bad for Game 3. Absolutely. Well, it depends. It might be the Demons of Chaos, or they might split it up by gods. So they might do, like, Khorne, Slaanesh, Tzeentch, and Nurgle as, like, their own factions. They might do that. Games Workshop definitely seems to prefer having the gods separate. So, who knows? Do I think vampires should automatically have perfect vigor? No. No. That sounds ridiculous. Is Drycha not playable in Game 1? No. I don't think so. How do I think the end times will be implemented in Game 3? I think the end times is going to be, like, the basis of Game 3. Like, it's going to be about the end times. You're going to be playing through it, but getting to decide what happens instead of the guaranteed ending. Oh! Wait. Okay, so Friedrich, after Warhammer 2, I would say it was probably a good 2 years, 1 or 2 years, I think, after Warhammer 2 came out, before we started getting, I want to say it was 2 years, before we started getting Warhammer 1 content in Warhammer 2. So, like, there's been a assload of Warhammer 1 content, right, lately, for Total War Warhammer 2. But, I think when Warhammer 3 comes out, honestly, let me know if y'all agree with this or not, but honestly, I think that I much prefer the Game 1 versus Game 2 DLCs over the Game 2 versus Game 2 DLCs. Like, if you have a matchup that's just like, it has to happen at least once, like Skaven versus Lizardmen or Dark Elves versus High Elves, okay, yeah, sure. But, like, I would do those just, which is, I mean, that's what they did for this game, essentially. But, like, I much prefer getting content of, like, cross games because it's much less predictable what's going to happen, and it also allows them to do, like, some really fun, crazy shit. Because, like, the Dark Elves versus Skaven DLC was so dumb. Like, Malice versus Eshin, or, Snitch, I could have gone the rest of my life without that being a thing. Really should have been Snitch versus, like, Thoric Ironbrow for the dwarves, and Malice versus, like, Zacharias the Everliving for the vampire counts. The fact that we did not get that is such a slap in the face. But to my knowledge, the cross-game DLCs have blown the other DLCs out of the water as far as, like, positive reception and sales. Have I ever read Elric of Melibon books? I have not. Do I think we'll get an army painter in Game 3? Yes. Also, good morning, Cold. Or good afternoon. I would really like to start reading some Warhammer novels. Which one would I suggest for you to start? I would suggest getting the Gotrek and Felix series to start. Which, very conveniently these days, you can pick up the Omnibuy for sale super easily from Games Workshop's website if you want physical copies, or from the Black Library website. So you can go to gamesworkshop.com or Amazon, like, you just Google Gotrek and Felix and pick up the first omnibus really easily. And right now there's 5 Omnibuy, which are just a fuckload of stories. These are amazing for exploring the Warhammer Fantasy Universe. and getting to see a lot of different nations, a lot of different monsters and races and all that stuff. You can also get them digitally. You can even get audio dramas of a lot of them. Audible has quite a few audio dramas of the Gotrek and Felix series. But if Gotrek and Felix does not sound interesting to you, the other one I would recommend is Blackhearts. The Blackhearts Omnibus by Nathan Long. Super good story. It's basically like reading a R-rated, or more like a PG-13, extreme PG-13, D&D campaign taking place in the Empire, and it's super duper good. And there's like lots of funny, like a lot of famous characters make kind of goofy cameos, like that are more accurate, but like they're interesting. Like Teclis almost gets assassinated, and I think Karl Franz shows up at some point. It's a lot of fun. And it's an excellent story that really gives you a lot of insight into like what it's like for people in the Empire. But it's also like hilariously bleak while still being comedic as hell. Do I think Moonclaw should be a hero for the Beastmen? Yes, Moonclaw should not be a lord. He's a little weird. How do I think the campaign map for Total War Warhammer 3 will be? Hopefully colossal. What's my favorite race's pantheon of gods? The old ones. What are my two favorite factions? I'd probably say Lizardmen and Beastmen. I'm not a furry, I promise. If Nakai is from the first spawning of Crocsgores, does that make him the oldest living Lizardman? No. Mazda Mundi is still older than that. Is a full globe map a good idea? I don't give a shit if it's a good idea. It's an awesome idea, therefore we should. We're currently searching for a game? No, we're just chatting for a second. Or a minute. What do I think a Game 3 specific campaign will be? I think it'll be the End Times. If they had to, I prefer they made Ogre Kings a DLC instead of Chaos Dwarves. Why would you want Ogre Kingdoms to be a DLC faction instead of Chaos Dwarves? Chaos Dwarves have a much smaller roster. Wait, people actually like Beastmen? Oh, I love Beastmen, dude. Would Nagash have his own faction or be a part of Tomb King? Nagash would probably be his own faction. If they put Nagash in the game, which they probably will, I would think he'll be Undead Legions. Or Legions of Nagash. They'll call it one or the other. They'll probably call it Undead Legions for copyright reasons. Or not copyright, but like confusion. Because Legions of Nagash is the Age of Sigmar army that Nagash owns. And Undead Legions is his fantasy version. So they'll probably go with fantasy. Would I rework Warriors of Chaos? Yes. What if Chaos Dwarves were like Bretonnia at launch? Ah, that would be dumb. I would hate that. Primarily because I want a Chaos Dwarf versus Dwarf Lord pack, but other reasons. I don't see more than 4 Legendary Lords available for Ogres. I don't see more than 4 Legendary Lords available for Chaos Dwarfs. But just because a faction is going to be a base faction does not necessarily mean it's going to get like an assload of lords. Like, Ogres could be a base faction and they could still get them to 4 lords and be like, okay, they're done. And like, okay, that's fine. Like, that would still have them getting like a DLC and a free LC, and then they could focus on other factions. Who's my favorite Beastman Legendary Lord? Morgr. Morgr, it's a pretty close runoff between Morgr and Malagor. I love both of them, though. But, I love every character in the game. Like, there is not a character in Warhammer Fantasy that I don't love. Kislev is safe, isn't it? Yeah, there's no way they're not doing Kislev. They are absolutely doing Kislev. Been reading Wulfric's book. I had no idea how sad his story is. Yeah, Wulfric's story is a bummer. I mean, he's cursed. What do you expect? Helman Gorst. Okay, sorry. Yeah, there is one exception. Well, even Gorst. Gorst I like in Total War. I just... He should have been Dieter Helschnitt. But, whatever. I'm over it. What will Archaon's relationship with the demon and the end times be for Warhammer 3? Probably trying to dominate them. Why can't Malagor fly? The reason Malagor can't fly in Total War is because they don't have an implemented system to make it so that you can, like, tell a unit to fly. Like, if a unit is flying, then it's just always flying, right? So, like, it's in the air until it's in combat. The problem with Malagor, if you make him flying, is that right now, at this moment, is that there's nothing to protect him. So if Malagor is flying, he's just like completely exposed. So he could either get shot or he could get like mauled by enemy flyers, and from a balance perspective, that could be a really big issue. Yeah. Do you think they're gonna carry the 6 legendary lore for launch factions over to Warhammer 3? No, I don't think there is a I don't think there's like a magic number that they're gonna do for like factions. I think they're just gonna do what feels good to them. Do I remember the Gotrek novel with orcs that were possessed? Yeah, that's Orc Slayer. It takes place in a dwarf hold, not in Lustria. Hey, Chloe. What are you doing? Feel Malagor should get some big bird charge animations. I would like Malagor to be better at combat, or at least have a better charge. It's in Katakirn. Oh, there you go. In 7th edition, it says the Skaven came from Tylos originally. But my friend was telling me another book says the Great Horned Rat spawned them across the globe. So Cameron, the Skaven originate from Skaven Blight, which was known as Kazvar when it was a human city. It's right next to Talea. That's their origin point. Like, that's where the race started. That's why it's their capital. Does Alariel know of Morgur? Not directly, no. Kazvar was also called Tylos, was it not? I have not seen that. That's not ringing a bell for me. What other good guy factions could there be in Game 3 other than Kislev, Cathay, End?
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the Red Host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Do I hate birds or just Assur pigeons? I just hate phoenixes because they're cheesy. What's the faction with the most interesting lore in your opinion? I think Lizardmen have the most interesting lore. They're pretty exotic compared to a lot of fantasy settings, in my opinion. I mean, nowadays, it seems like there's a lot of Lizardmen copycats, but... Yeah. Do I think we're going to see Nippon? It's possible, but I feel like that's super unlikely. Am I planning on stopping the stream? Maybe after one more game. I think I got one more game in me. But just a reminder, we will be back later tonight with painting. Alright, let's get that last game in. Let's see if we can have a perfect win streak. And because I said that, I probably jinxed myself and I'm going to lose. Who do I want to play that I haven't played yet? Beastmen. Let's do a Beastmen game. We'll almost certainly lose. But I haven't played Beastmen today, so let's get a Beastie Boys game in. We're up against Kill Baby Kill. Oh my. Such a violent name. wonder if I could tell it to... No. Maybe I should switch to a different image. Oh. No. I'm gonna switch to a different image. You. There we go. Alright. He's playing Tomb Kings. Ew. That's a little spooky. Ah, Tomb Kings. I gotta think. What do I think of the new Gotrek novels and AOS? I think they're super duper good. I think they're a ton of fun, and they're really well written, and I love them. Yeah. Oop, no, not that. This army probably sucks, but whatever. Speaking of Beastmen, who's my least favorite Beastman character? My least favorite Beastman character... My least favorite? I don't know. I don't have a lot of least favorites in fantasy. Probably Ungro Forhorn, but I mean I like him. He's an interesting character. Krusty Baby Cakes, thanks so much for using your Twitch Prime sub, by the way. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, so... His army is pretty small, so it's probably kind of construct heavy. It's kind of funny when you have like a lot of Vanguard stuff. I feel like my brain's like, oh, we could do a mass Vanguard. I should have taken a mass Vanguard build. That would have been fun. But I really like summoning Cygors. Okay, so let's do this. We've got Malagor, Centaurs. We've got our front line, Minotaur bus. We've got this contingent, and these guys. Is using an army of entirely crabs a good idea? Sure. Why not? No. Alright. Is that Cetra on a chariot? Oh my god, I love this guy. This guy is already my favorite person we fought today. What a Chad. What an absolute Chad taking Cetra on a chariot. Chariot of the Gods. I'm so peached. I mean, I'm still gonna try and kill you, but I appreciate your gumption. Ooh, that's not good. Look at him weaving through my lines. Clever little butt. Let's pull our Gorbel back a bit. Pull him back into safety. I need to kind of force my way through all this infantry. To me! To me! Get your asses down here! Okay, the good news is all my Centaurs are now here. Oh, it's party time! After them! Goodness! Big Bork. Goodness! What is it? Chloe, what are you barking at? Well, this is our life now. There she goes. Okay, she's gone. Chloe's just like, there's something happening! Oh, this is not going well. I need those Ushabti to despawn. Get rid of these spears. Oh, it hurts. Oh, that's not good. Ah, there we go. Yeah, I couldn't deal with the goon squad effectively enough. I actually thought we had it there for a second, but I needed to pull back more support for my Minotaurs. I think if I'd had great weapon Minotaurs, I think I could have pulled that out. It was a good match though. 'Twas a good match. I also took too long to get my Centaurs back. Like I let this unit of Centaurs get chased around by cavalry for way too long. Like because I thought, I don't know why, I was like, oh, there's skeleton horsemen. I should have pulled my skeleton horsemen, or I should have charged my Centaurs into a skeleton horseman because they killed them instantly. Because if I had 2 units of Centaurs, oh wow, look at that, Centaur got like almost 3,000 gold of value. Holy shit! If I had pulled back both units of Centaurs, I could have mowed down that Camarine Warsphinx pretty easily. Oh, he only had a single... I thought that was a double Tomb Prince for some reason. I didn't even realize one of them was a Necrotect. I should have focused on the Necrotect because he would have been pretty squishy. That's okay. You live and you learn. Should have brought Morgar. Everybody brings Morgar. Morgar's boring. Up the affiliates. Hey man, finally caught a stream live so I can ask a question. Why doesn't Gotrek die from Krell's axe in Zombie Slayer? So, up the affiliates, Zombie Slayer, they kinda hint at what's going on, throughout that book, and you learn more about it in the later books, but, pseudo-spoilery, essentially, the reason Gotrek doesn't die a lot of the time, when he should, so like when he fought Krell, is basically Gotrek's axe is one of the axes of Grimnir. But Gotrek was basically selected by his god to sort of be his mortal incarnation, his mortal avatar. And as a part of that, Gotrek basically has like a symbiotic relationship with the axe, and it literally causes his body to like heal unnaturally fast and like not age the way it should. He's also much larger and stronger than he should be for like a typical dwarf, even for a slayer. The axe is what keeps him alive. If Gotrek was just like a dwarf with like a nice magical axe, he would have absolutely died after the duel with Krell. The reason that he survives is basically because he is, in function, he is essentially a demigod. He doesn't realize it, but it gets pointed out I think it's a couple books after Zombie Slayer. Or wait, no, Zombie Slayer I think is like the very end before the end times, right? So in before Zombie Slayer, when they run into Max Scriber in Elf Slayer, I think it's Elf Slayer, right? Yes. When they run into Max Scriber, he actually comments quite a bit after the time skip. So after the 20-year time skip, Max Scriber has a conversation with Felix about how, like, Felix basically has not aged a day. Despite the fact that he is, like, you know, in his 50s by that point. He's still basically, like, a man in the prime of his youth. And the reason is because of the axe. You know, it's just this godlike power that is protecting Gotrek and Felix. What's the next book after Zombie Slayer? The next book after Zombie Slayer is Kinslayer. So, the End Times novel. Zombie Slayer is the last Gotrek and Felix novel before the End Times. Because there's a time skip between Zombie Slayer and Kinslayer that explains everything that... And the beginning of Kinslayer basically explains everything that happens. Hey, Spartan Elite, what's up? Do we know anything that happens to the Hunts Marshal in the end times? Marcus Wolfhart dies in the Fall of Altdorf. So Marcus Wolfhart fights on the gates of Altdorf, where he kills Tarex the Brass Bull. Tarex the Brass Bull, of course, is the closest thing the Beastmen have to a demon prince, and he's basically running around being an invincible god of carnage and slaughter on the front lines, and nobody can stop him. And he's just like plowing towards the walls of Altdorf, and Marcus Wolfhart, using the amber bow, snipes him in his one weak spot at the base of his throat and kills him. And then presumably some point after that, Marcus Wolfhart is killed, because we never see him again after that. What happens to Elspeth von Draken? Nothing, because she's a Forge World character, not a Games Workshop. So she never does. Games Workshop doesn't use Forge World stuff. Or they didn't. Are any of your Beastmen fish by chance? What? What is a 360 no-scope? It's when you spin in a circle and win. Where did the Road of Skulls, City of the Damned, Serpent Queen fit canonically if Zombie Slayer is meant to lead into Kinslayer? There's not really like a clear timeline spot for all of the like extra books outside of like the main storyline, like Road of Skulls, City of the Damned, Serpent Queen. Those books, for the most part, take place after the 20-year time skip, but before Zombie Slayer. Because they, the easy way you know this is that, Felix meets his wife, Kat, or he gets back together with her. He gets back together with Kat, or gets with her at the end of Zombie Slayer. And that's his wife. So in the events after Zombie Slayer, Felix, Gotrek, and Kat journey to Karak Kadrin, where Felix asks Gotrek to basically allow him to let go of his oath so that he can marry Kat. Gotrek gives them his blessing, and he even officiates their wedding. And Felix goes to live in Altdorf with his wife and has a daughter. Whereas Gotrek continues to be a Slayer until the events of Kinslayer, where they finally meet up again for the end of the world. Oh, was Marcus Wolfhart's kill a 360 no-scope? Essentially, yes. When did Gotrek get his axe? Gotrek got his axe before the series even starts. So, when you read the very first book, Troll Slayer, Gotrek already has it. He explains when he got it in book 3, which is Demon Slayer. Are Sun, Moon, Star Dragons only found on Ulthuan, or are they just like basic types of dragons around the world? They are Ulthuan dragons. How many damn dragon types are there? A lot. A lot. Plus, it doesn't help that many races in the Warhammer world have like their own classification systems for dragons, so it gets extra confusing. What's the story behind Luther Huss getting taken over by the Nameless? That happens in book 5 of the End Times. Luther Huss, after the siege of Mindenheim, when Vultan is killed, Luther Huss kind of gives into despair and just sort of wanders around after somehow escaping Mindenheim. And when he does that, he gets captured and possessed by the Nameless, who uses him as a host. But that's in book 5 for Archaon. I don't even think they bring it up in Lord of the End Times, which is the accompaniment novel. I think it's only a major story beat in like the actual big book. What's the coolest beast and why is it Aminar? Aminar is pretty badass. I mean, Aminar has literally saved Ulthuan like 2 or 3 times. He's devoured an entire demon legion by just nomming them in one bite. Is Rapunzel dead before the End Times? Yes, by hundreds of years. Rapunzel has been dead for about 400 years at that point. No, she's been dead for about 300 years. Ish. What happened to Felix's daughter? She died in the Fall of Altdorf. As did Felix's wife. Were the Nehekaran people like the Empire taller and stronger? They were bigger. The Nehekaran people were like paragons of humanity. Generally, they were larger. Not all of them, but most of them. Like the warrior caste. My beastmen are not fish people. My fish people are fish people. Who the hell is Luther Huss? Luther Huss is Warhammer's equivalent to Martin Luther. So he is a warrior priest that disagreed with the Sigmarite Church's decadence and felt that they were propagating, like they had lost their way because they had become greedy and obsessed with power. So he rails against the church a lot and gets in a lot of trouble on a regular basis. Are Warpfire dragons the most dangerous type of dragon? No, the most dangerous type of dragon is a magma dragon. Magma dragons are easily the most dangerous. Like, by a lot. Is Felix and his family in relation to the fall of Altdorf in a book, or is it elsewhere? Halogam, Felix kind of puts 2 and 2 together in Slayer, which is the last book. Do you have to actually kill a dragon or a demon to get classified as a demon slayer or a dragon slayer? So the way that works, so the way slayers work, is to gain a classification, such as like a demon slayer or a dragon slayer or a giant slayer. You have to kill something that is equal. You have to either kill the thing that the name is after, or something equivalent. So, like, to get Dragon Slayer, you don't necessarily have to kill a dragon, but you have to kill something that is at least a dragon's level of, like, difficulty. So, like, you could be called a Dragon Slayer for killing a Carnosaur, or maybe a Hell Pit Abomination, or a just trying to think of like other random examples, you know, stuff like that. A demon slayer, though, you have to kill a greater demon. If a slayer killed a Dreadsaurian, I would be beyond shocked. Who or what are in the Southern Wastes and could we see an expansion? I don't think we're going to see the Southern Wastes as playable. Or Plateau Rat. There's a bunch of beastmen down there, but I doubt we'll see them as playable. Kill a mammoth equals Dragon Slayer. I would say a mammoth is equivalent to a Dragon Slayer kill. Yeah. Actually, no. I would probably put a Chaos Mammoth on Demon Slayer. If you killed a Chaos Mammoth, I think that's Demon Slayer equivalent. You'd be shocked if Gotrek killed a Dreadsaurian? Yes, actually. I bet, I mean, he could probably do it within the context of a story, but there would have to be, like, there'd have to be some wild circumstances leading up to it. Do they have to do it in single combat? No, they just have to land the killing blow. So, Slayers tend to be really irritated if you help them fight a monster, but in order for them to get the honorific, they have to land the killing blow. What happened to Gotrek and Felix at the end of the end times? Felix dies and Gotrek goes into the realm of chaos to fight the demons for a really long time. Gotrek goes into the realm of chaos and doesn't come back out until AOS. How long has Galroch been around? Forever. Galroch is like one of the older dragons. Like he's one of the OG dragons. How do Zotes reproduce? I have no idea. Are they like human or lizardmen? They're probably more like lizardmen, but I don't think they spawn. I don't think they have like spawning pools. I imagine they have some kind of unique system. What's the biggest living creature in Warhammer Fantasy? Krakenrock the Black. He is a Dragon Ogre. He's the father of the Dragon Ogre Shaggoth race. Or sorry, the Dragon Ogre race. He is the largest of the Shaggoths. He makes Kolek look small. Age of Sigmar is like a bizarre reboot? No, it's a bizarre sequel. Gotrek is the Doomslayer, with a lot more sadness involved, yes. Do I have any Warhammer Fantasy roleplay game plans for 2021? Not at this moment, but hopefully I would like to. I really want to get in a game of the AOS system. I really want to play the AOS system. Does Golrach normally hang out in the Realm of Chaos or the Mortal World? Golrach normally hangs out somewhere in the Mortal World. He's usually hanging out like Norska. How did Krakenrock survive the world being blown up under him? Krakenrock apparently is like so big and so strong that not only did the vacuum of space not kill him, but he's so large he must have like developed his own atmosphere, so he was somehow able to breathe, because he just hurtled through space for a while until he landed in the Realm of Heavens. And nothing killed him. Though he did fight Sigmar, and Sigmar beat him. Though we know Krakenrock is still alive in AOS, wandering around somewhere. Hey, Kamundi, thanks for the kind words, my dude. Who has the most plot armor and who has the biggest plot armor moment? I would say Gotrek has the most plot armor. He's been through some wild shit and not died. Probably the most ridiculous thing I can remember with Gotrek. Well, fighting Krell was one. Like, Gotrek literally had a bunch of sentient slivers of Krell's axe in his bloodstream, eating through his like veins and muscles to get to his heart and kill him. But yeah. Palooka, hey, what's up, dude? We were showing off your model earlier. What will I be painting in the next stream? I'm going to be finishing some Glaive Ray Stalkers. In the lore, how did Archaon convince the Skaven to join him? He didn't. The Skaven came begging to him to join with him. The Skaven realized that the Dark Gods were winning and that they were not. So they basically, Thanquol and the Screech Vermin King teleported to Archaon as envoys of the Council of 13 to offer their services, essentially. Hey, Lord Inquisitor Ignis, thanks so much for becoming a member, my dude. I appreciate the support.
Another wretched foul lizard thing joins the Red Host. Cursed Sotek spawn.
Alright, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it for the stream right now. I want to go relax for a little bit and let my voice chill. That way I can do a painting stream later. So if you want to hang out and chat, feel free to join me. I'm probably going to go live with the painting stream in about 2.5 to 3.5 hours, somewhere in that ballpark. I will tweet and message on Discord when I'm about to go live. So if y'all would like to join me for the paint stream, feel free to hit me up there. We'll just be hanging out and having a chill chat. And we will be only on YouTube. We will not be on Twitch for that. We will be only on YouTube until I get my laptop fixed, because I can only have one chat open. So we'll be on YouTube for that. But, yep. Have a nice day, guys. Thanks so much for coming by. I really appreciate all the subs and the gift subs and the members and the tips and stuff and all the bits. So, appreciate you all being here. For those of you who only watch... Oh, fucking glasses, dude. They're all, like, jacked up. For those of you who only watch on Twitch, I will be back tomorrow morning at about 8 a.m. CST, only on Twitch, to start our first playthrough of Horizon Zero Dawn. Should be a lot of fun. And for everybody else, I will hopefully see you tonight on the painting stream. And if not that, then we will be on tomorrow afternoon, probably with some Vermintide, I think. So, appreciate you all watching, and I'll see you all next time. Just follow me on Twitter or join my Discord if you need a heads up. Or make sure your alerts are on YouTube for the painting stream. Anyway, see you guys.